What's up semuanya, baik lagi di channel Mantoy. Kali ini kita mau nonton match yang sangat super big match antara RRQ melawan Bren. Kita di sini tetap gaungkan hashtag indopride ya guys ya, karena kita harus mendukung Indonesia masuk masuk final, cok. All Indo, final All Indo, cok. Kita harus membantu untuk RRQ masuk final. Kita mendoakan guys. Di sini RRQ udah ngepick Cici buat di XP, Lilia dan Dairot, King Dairot, Ruby. Untuk Bren ada Ruby, Paramis, Pakuito dan Baxia. Di sini si Ogen ini nggak make Arlot ya, hero power dia. Nah, karena si Super Marco ini sangat overpower di Brodinya, jadi Brodinya di respect, cok. Jadi Brodinya di ban. Kita harus berdoa semoga RRQ bisa masuk final, amin. Ketemu dengan Onyx. Nah, yang lebih kagetinnya lagi, cok, si Blacklist kalah anjir sama Fireflux, gila. 2-0 tuh kayak anjir. Anjing, Layla, cok. Skylar. Ini tapi final lawan Bren anjir, dia pakai Layla anjing. Aduh, kita ini bakalan apa sih namanya, coba bakalan senam jantung. Itu senam jantung. Ini ketemu Bren, Skylar. Adalah kita trust sama Skylar aja, cok. Layla ini sakit damage-nya, cuma posisinya susah, posisinya apalagi lawan Bren gitu kan. Cuma kita harus tetap yakin kalau Skylar ini bisa menggendong tim-tim ini, cok. Tim RRQ ini, cok, buat delete ya. Mungkin di Layla di early game memang nggak ada rasanya, jadi delete bakalan berasa. Lawannya sama-sama jarak jauh, guys. Clean diambil. Kita harus percaya sama Laylanya Skylar, cok. Dia selalu bisa ngegendong, guys. Geser dulu facecamnya, kawan, ke pinggir. Kita langsung masuk ke game yang pertama bentar lagi. Finalnya tuh hari Minggu ya, guys ya? Apa hari Sabtu sih, malam Minggu? Abis ini kita nonton Onyx lawan Fireflux ya. Game of Future semifinal. Bren follow banner for Indonesia. Lama banget, cok. Oke, udah masuk. Alright, kita udah masuk ke game yang pertama, guys, antara RRQ Hoshi melawan Bren. Gila, cok, si Skylar ini pakai Layla lagi anjir. Lawannya Bren padahal dah. Guys, suaranya kayak kegedean deh. Kita harus percaya, guys, sama Skylar ini. Tetap gaungkan hashtag indopride. Di sini Layla laning face-nya dengan clean. Harusnya menang clean sih, guys. Kalau skill satunya kena terus ya. Kalau skill satunya kena terus. Sini Lilia. Kemarin Lilia ini game yang lawan Fireflux dipakai itu Rosa itu mainnya bagus banget, cok, nge-flanking ke belakang gitu. Terus kok jadi si Ogen ngambil Ruby ini buat nge-counter si Kufra, cok. Jadi ketika dia Tyrant Refine tuh, Tyrant dapat sih skill satunya tuh. Skill satunya kena tuh langsung di skill 2 sama si Ruby. Jadi nggak bisa langsung gampang ulti gitu. Set. Menang coy laning face anjir. Layla. Udah bener. Flicker. Nih guys, kalian kalau mau main jungler terus damage-nya sakit biasa gendong, pakai aja Dairot, King Dairot ini cok. Kenapa ini ngambil Dairot? Karena bisa ngelawan, bisa nge-counter si Baxia yang tebel yang gak ngotak.
Jungle Dairot, which we know is a direct answer to the Baxia, right? So
kita harus, aduh Okta kamu nggak ada ulti Okta. Aduh dia Rico lagi, kalah orang dong. Reset. Wih, aduh mati lagi cok iratnya, ketinggalan iratnya anjay.
Meaning RQ Hoshi will not have the retribution and the first objective will go to AP Bren.
I can see AP Bren after the vengeance was popped from Banana, immediately they just they dropped it like
di atas nggak apa, ini bisa kena atas, nice. Oh nggak ada ulti anjir. Balik Ogen, ada Ogen, aduh kena colel Skylar, aduh.
Oh my god, that's the problem. You don't. That's the problem with Kufra, right?
Cepet banget geraknya si Ogen anjir.
Teammates anymore. Especially if you start the fight with the jump.
Sabar. Kita harus tenang, posisi kayak gini, santai. Kita doakan enggak nembus view. Banana juga kalah cok XP-nya. Level apa? Karena ini ya turtle ya. Gokil cok. Gak habis pikir gua. Kalau kemarin oke lah gitu. Maksudnya kita juga bisa percaya sama Skylar karena emang bukannya underestimate ya cok, tapi emang nggak seberat itu gitu loh. Ini juara M5 anjing. Pakainya Layla cok. Aduh Okta. Aduh bahaya banget cok, RRQ komen kayak gini.
To start the fights. Maybe if they have the conceal already, that's when they can probably make a play out of the Kufra. But for now, your duty as this Kufra for Brusco is just
ini ke atas. Pasti mereka mau makan Layla guys, karena Layla jangan sampai jadi gitu loh. Kalau Laylanya jadi bener-bener bahaya banget di late, sakit. Tapi ini api Bren sih. Pasti mereka juga tahu gitu cara menanggulanginnya gimana.
To close out the game. So AP Bren, even though they have the slight advantage, 2 kills up, we need to see them kind of close it out. That's where Deasfoots kind of struggled up against the Layla. Even though they dominated
tapi levelnya kalah jauh banget ya guys.
They just couldn't close the game out. And then
padahal si banananya selalu kayak ngezoning gitu loh.
Sitting really good in the early phase of things.
Langsung join buat turtle. Santai bro, ingat kata banana santai. Aduh Okta, aduh Okta jangan mati, mau di turtle. Oh nice. Kayaknya mati. Aduh ada ultinya lagi. Mas Irat. Aduh banananya mati cok, malah cok. Oh. Aduh tapi kalau turtle lagi nggak apa-apa lagi, sementing nggak mati lah cok. Aduh, harus makan clean ya guys, cuma susah makan clean anjir. Si clean itu ya, dia tuh damage-nya sakit. Makan aja yang ada. Aduh, satu hit lagi. Anjir, satu hit lagi cok. Masih rat. Aduh, masih rat. Aduh, mati rata. Dapat tower atas. Aduh, tapi masih rugi, cok. Irata mati anjir. Aduh, Dirot kalau udah mati 2 gitu udah susah, guys. Emang Dirot sakit, cuma kalau dia mati terus nggak sesakit itu damage-nya.
That one weird interaction is that Brusco didn't immediately jump with the Tyrant's Revenge. He waited.
Aduh, Mas Okta ini sangat mengerikan sekali ya main midnya anjir. Aduh. Itemnya buku. Oke.
stop
Oh,
But that
si
caused the
Skylar
damage on the
bikin
right. So
sepatu sama
sometimes
sepatu nggak
those
jadi
trade-offs,
sama
even if you maybe
Windtalker
sacrifice your
biar
life as the
damage
Kufra,
cepet
you're gonna be
terus
way better off
ada
if
tambahan
Murat
movement speed.
survived that play. So that is something that really is gonna be the dilemma for RQ Hoshi.
Speaking of dilemmas, we kind of talked about earlier
Sakit
in the
banget tuh.
draft things AP Bren could do to shut down RQ Hoshi, and it was definitely
Tuh
putting
sakit
some
banget, Cok.
discomfort
Si
in the gold lane.
Super
And
Marco
AP
ini.
Bren taking down Skylar, taking
Itu
banana.
Owen.
They found a kill on
Aduh.
Skylar, and they were
Skylar,
also able to
please.
extend the gold lead for their marksman. He's
Kena,
now up 1,000
Cok.
gold Super Marco over him. But speaking about the lanes, Feud will find Skylar, and you are seeing the chase on a Brusco Flap Teasy. Gonna hit him with the heavy left punch. That is gonna be 2 more kills for the side of AP Bren.
Aduh,
Now a
Cok.
4,000 gold lead.
Let's get a bite.
Kebuang lagi flickernya.
Run away for now.
Ada retri, guys.
And they're gonna be going
Gue
for
kurang
the turtle.
pede sih. Oh, nice.
Oh, Iraq. Okay. Never mind. Okay. The mechanic. Working on it.
Oke. Gua
Yeah, I would say,
yakin
I mean,
sekarang Iret
while they got the
bisa
turret on the
bersaing
bot
dengan
side,
Kairi,
they did
coy,
see
dia.
TZ take that
Soal
tier 2
retri.
turret. So they have map control for the
Bukan
inside
bersaing
AP
sih
Bren
malah.
and also a great
Seimbang.
lead. Even though they didn't claim that turtle, I would still say overall that's a better trade for them.
Ini
Just
kenapa
how far ahead they
kayak
are
gini ya,
for
patah-patah
Archie
gitu,
Hoshi.
Cok?
They need to start translating some of these objectives in their favor, right? Maybe opening up the map would be a great start, because I don't know if AP Bren's the type of team that's going to let him take it to a 30-minute game like
Happy Bear.
Yeah, AP Bren is known to go for the you know, like
level
in
jauh
the
2
movies,
level,
go
so
for the
level,
hit.
Cok.
You should aim for that. That's definitely what AP Bren is trying to do almost all the time, especially the way that they're drafting. And then you really have to commend AP Bren from
Pindah sini, pindah ke atas.
like every rotation, be it micro or macro rotation.
Jadi biar nyangkanya kalau si Layla tuh masih di bawah, guys, padahal dia udah gabung ke mid, ikut nge-clear mid, terus nanti dia pindah ke atas buat nyari minion. Karena emang butuh banget duit. Nah, harusnya turun sih biar lebih amannya. Atas juga aman sih. Soal posisinya si AP Bear di bawah. Tapi ini kita berbicara secara map terang ya. Dimakan banana.
Yeah, big play on the way. Super Marco will
Udah
find
nggak kuat, guys, damage-nya terlalu sakit.
Just went straight forward as a full 5-man
Si Flap
team.
pakai paku itu juga dia power banget hero-nya.
But was able to extend that kill lead now 6-2-0. I mean, this
Pegel, guys.
gold is steady climbing. They're up by like 6,000 gold now. 3 turrets in, 2 above RQ Hoshi. RQ Hoshi has yet to find a kill so far in this entire game, as we are hitting that 10-minute mark. A little bit of a struggle in today's matchup. Like
kalau Lord sih harusnya nggak bisa menang sih, guys, warnya ya. Kalau misalnya emang bener war. Karena mereka bawa Faramis terus si cuma paling berharap retrinya si Pirata aja sih, guys. Aduh, nggak kena Brusco. Badannya mati dong. Aduh, mati semua dong. Aduh, guys. Aduh, Cok, mati semua, Cok. Brusco-nya nggak kena tadi skill satunya. Aduh.
Looks like they are going to have to disengage. They don't have the numbers, they don't have the damage, and they're also too far behind in the economy.
It can now be proven that AP Bren is the tournament's tempo controller.
Nggak ada ulti. Aduh, Skylar dimakan.
Udah
mati, Cok, Super Marco-nya, anjir. Bukan Flap Teasy. Dia paku itonya, Cok. Ini bukan replay. Nah, ini bukan replay, Cok.
Overall, such a great game for AP Bren. RQ Hoshi, what do they do to turn this around?
Tuh guys, si Okta aja butuh stack buletan banyak buat ngebunuh minion, anjir. Damage-nya belum cukup. Saya harus bawa delete sih. Soalnya di road ini kalau delete cuma dipakai buat itu dong. Buat dipakai pasif skill 2-nya. Tuh, damage-nya sakit banget. Itu udah bikin antivirus, anjir.
Yeah, definitely going to be a challenge. Destruction rush going out from Skylar, trying to clear those minions. Not even enough damage to do that. Down goes the tier 2 turret in the mid lane. And now
Skylar main jauh banget. Tapi untungnya dengan base attack-nya yang jauh, jadi lebih aman sih. Ini udah susah keluarnya, guys. Layla kalau udah mapnya gelap, bukan gelap maksudnya udah nggak ada tower di mana-mana gitu, udah susah keluarnya Layla.
But already Flap TZ is pushing that is already positioned in that bush near the mid lane.
Lino udah 3
So that
item,
left side of the
Lailanya
turret.
aduh baru 2
That's
item
why
guys.
even after the initiation coming out from Brusco with the flicker
Itu
Titan's
kayaknya
Revenge,
item si
we know
Skylar
that
mau
Octa's
kemana
there
ya?
for damage. AP Bren was prepared. This tells us that whatever AP Bren is doing, they're doing the
Kenapa
buddy
ya
buddy
Skylar ya?
system, or the same, or at the very least
Oh
they're making
ini
a
apa
macro play for
Haskell
it.
nggak
In
sih?
that specific case, like look at the bush that
Tuh
Counties
di
is
rotnya dia
holding.
udah bikin derot
Somebody
tank cok.
shows himself
Duitnya beda
in the
jauh
mid
banget
lane.
anjir
It's an
10.000.
ambush, right? So nobody
Tapi
from
coba
AP
lu
Bren is
bayangin
ever
gimana
alone.
caranya lu
They
udah
will
kalah
not make
beda
the play that
10.000 tapi
looks
level
like they're
irat sama
isolated.
cok sama
This
jungler si
is
Kyle Z.
championship caliber team
Orang
when
di
you
mana-mana
see
biasanya
they have
kalah level
plans
jauh kan.
every time that they're trying to move.
Ini kita nemenin
And this is kind of looking
si
similar
Skylar
to the
karena
game
emang
a
cuma
bit
Skylar doang udah
against
yang bisa
RQ
ngangkat.
Hoshi when
Si
RQ
Dirot
Hoshi
itu
picked
cuma
up the Layla with
manfaatin
Skylar.
pasifnya dia doang buat
And
ngebreak
the
armor.
problem was Dazebolt was not
Jadi
able to
damage
close the game
si
out,
RRQ
even with
ini
this
cuma ada di
massive
Skylar sama si
boost
Okta.
in the economy and the objectives overall on the map. But AP Bren letting the world know, hey, we are the champions and we
Oh dia mau
plan
makan
to
atas.
let it stay that way.
Duh mati
As they
dua
are
di
gonna
atas.
go in with the concealed
Udah pasti
play.
mati situ guys.
Initiating
Nggak
onto
bisa.
RQ Hoshi. A double stun. Black TZ will
Terus
find
kok ada
Irad,
flicker.
one member falling. And it
Udah
looks
susah
like
guys.
RQ Hoshi will
Pasti
be
si
forced back
Iratnya cuma
into
jadi
the
tumbal
base.
doang
AP
dia
Bren in total
buat
control.
ngekayain si Skylar.
Wow, 10-0, and the grip is not loosening at all. You see RQ Hoshi being
Ayo masih bisa ini guys.
farm.
Tenang. Kalem,
But they're
kalem,
trying to
tenang.
do
Pasti masih
everything
ada
that they can just to
hero
get
high
the
ground.
farm. All things considered, Irad
Yang penting Oktanya nggak
might
mati.
have gone for the only play
Skylar nggak
possible.
mati.
Yeah, obviously he died, but then again, Bren knew exactly that will happen, and now Lord fight.
Aduh
No
jangan dong, jangan
retribution
diwarin,
for RQ
please,
Hoshi.
please, jangan. Balik,
Brusco
Brusco,
winding
balik.
up, decides to hit a quick 180.
Aduh,
Wasn't able to
hampir
find
anjir
opportunity.
ultinya.
Skylar trying to get the steal, unable to connect with the destruction rush.
Aduh,
AP
Mas
Bren
Brusco
will claim
meninggal.
this Lord and a body as Super Marco will take down Brusco. I would call that a 2-for-none trade. And right now, we haven't seen RQ Hoshi really take any objectives, no kills. And so far it's been more of a
Iya anjir,
reactionary side of
nggak
things
di
for
kill
them.
sama
AP
nggak ada
Bren
kill sama sekali.
just controlling the tempo.
You nailed the right term for RQ Hoshi. Yeah, they're reactionary.
Aduh.
Heavily reactive.
Kenapa yang ngambil
They're
Lala
making
ini,
the
Cok?
heads up play. Right? They're not making a play. That's what I'm
Kasih
trying
ke
to say
Skylar.
about RQ Hoshi. They're always just reacting to
Kan
the
Haskell
play.
bener. Abis ini
And that is how you
harusnya
know a
si
team
pistol ya, kalau nggak
has control the
DHS.
tempo, right? So whatever is happening to RQ Hoshi right now is not entirely.
Tapi kalau gue
their fault.
jadi Skylar,
AP
gue
Bren
bakal
just forced them
bikin
to be in that spot. AP Bren are so active. and they're taking
DHS sih.
control of the tempo
Karena
so
emang
well.
tebel banget.
Yeah, speaking about taking control, stepping into the base for RQ Hoshi for a possible early finish. AP Bren
Masih bisa ke-clear kan, guys, tuh. Masih dapat duit. Masih bisa. Minion jalan semua.
It is now 15 minutes in, getting to that 15-minute mark.
Paling kalau
Like we said,
nanti
the
di
later the
menit
game goes,
18
the
ke atas
better
udah
it'll
susah
be for
ditahannya
RQ
guys.
Hoshi to
Kalau
be
ada
able to
Lord
turn
lagi.
this around. When the nature picked up from Super Marco, definitely getting ready to kind of take that fight and negate the physical damage as you are seeing them possibly
Udah
go
susah
in and
kalau
try and
18 ke
take
atas
some of
nanti.
these remaining inhibitors.
Tapi semoga aja di menit itu si Skylar udah jadi item ya.
AP Bren very disciplined. in this
Soalnya ini
position,
duitnya
even when
bener-bener
they're being
dibagi-bagi
pushed so
guys.
much.
3 minion gitu dibagi ke 5 orang.
Halberd,
Pasti
that's
lama
gonna be
beli
deadly. I mean, that
beli
is
apa namanya itemnya.
your way of dealing with the Layla even in the latter portions of the game, even in the late game. Surely the win of nature for Skylar will be key.
Soalnya satisfying banget ya.
That he will pick that up
Apa
later
sih
on.
skin
But imagine in a
skinnya si Layla ini. Untung gak kena tarik.
That Halberd pickup coming out from Flap TZ is gonna destroy Skylar.
Sakitnya ya
Yeah, it's
Allah.
gonna be very hard, right, for the side of RQ Hoshi to turn this around. I mean, Brusco off to a rough start, not really able to find the opportunities for the sets he was looking for, and it's going to be a challenge, especially going up against Ogwin on this Ruby. I mean, even if he tries to hit a Tyrant's Revenge or Tyrant's Rage, for a group setup, I mean, Ogwin just has to provide a little bit of chain CC to kind of stop him in his
Bisa
tracks.
gitu ya. Tadi
And I
perasaan
feel
skill
like that's
satunya
a
nggak
little bit of the
nembus
struggle
tapi
we've been seeing so
bisa
far for him
meledak.
to be able to get those setups that RQ Hoshi is baiting for.
Oke, aman.
Coming up of ways for RQ
Iratnya
Hoshi to
bener-bener
come back from
the
this
real
game.
tank anjir.
The number one option obviously is just to,
Tapi emang dari awal udah
rely on
ditujuin
the
buat
late game
bikin
of Layla, which
ini
is,
sih apa Derot tank. Soalnya ngambil
honestly, not a bad
talentnya
idea, if you think about it,
yang
because that's
meledak.
their only way. There's really no other way for them to win this game apart from really depend on Skylar and his immense amount of damage in the late game.
Emang
So how
tujuannya
do they
3 hero
get
ini
them to that
buat
point?
jadi bodyguard
My
ke
magic
Skylar.
number is 23
Cuma gitu
minutes,
susah
where
kalau
everybody's
misalkan
just,
si
farm
AP
out.
Brennya masuk ke belakang.
Everybody's just locked item. And it wouldn't matter if you
Kalau
lose
Lord
one
ini
or
dapet,
maybe all of your
Mas
inhibitors,
kemungkinan
it
masih
won't
bisa
matter
tahan
as
sih,
long
tapi
as you're base. And your
50-50.
defense will be there. You have the Lilia anyways to breach you into that late game.
Nah, ini nggak mungkin diwarin sih.
Then again, will
Masih
AP Bren
mereka
allow
tetap
that?
fokus sama.
Because so far, AP Bren, they have now
Aduh,
the
banana
luxury to
banana
go
jangan
for
mati. Aduh,
banana.
banananya nongol ya, mati dong.
Yeah, gonna go ahead and do the banana
Aduh,
split.
40
Super
detik lagi,
Marco
Cok.
taking him
Oh, no.
down. Ice cream Sundae. We'll be able to find one member RQ Hoshi.
Lordnya
Tried to
langsung
get
ya,
that
langsung ke
contest on
pop
that
up
last minute
anjay.
board still didn't really work out in his favor, and that's gonna put RQ Hoshi in a disposition in this team fight.
I really questionable play coming up from Banana going for that. I mean, they have already conceded the Lord. It didn't have to really look into that Lord, knowing that there's a lot of catch
Astagfirullahaladzim,
from
ya
AP
Allah,
Bren.
sakit
You
banget
have
DPK-nya.
Kelsey, and you have Ogun with the flicker and Flap TZ. Then you're a CC with only one
Masih bisa guys,
legitimate
ketahan ya,
dash. So,
semoga.
really questionable play coming up from Banana.
Aduh, bisa nggak ya? Aduh.
Yeah, and AP Bren holding the banner for the Philippines. Try and find
Aduh,
their
aduh,
first
Skylar
game
jangan
of
sampai.
the day
Oh, kan bisa guys,
against
masih bisa ketahan.
Indonesia
Nah,
or RQ
ini Lord
Hoshi.
selanjutnya
But some
susah,
great
udah susah
defense.
nahannya.
They're
Karena
able to
di
burst
turret itu udah
down
hancur semua.
that Lord to hold off AP Bren from closing out this game
Oh, ini enggak deh,
a second
yang terakhir.
time. Mentioned that 23 mark being the time that we are going to be looking to for RQ Hoshi to have the damage necessary with all
Ah,
the
hancur
late game
guys,
items
ternyata.
for Skylar to turn this around. Trust in Layla.
Oh,
the
pistol
million-dollar baby in the
terakhir.
scenes could make the difference.
Bikin pistol terakhir sih.
Bren gonna be
BOD
disciplined
kali ya.
once more. Wanna keep this
Harusnya
12
BOD
love
sih
set
kalau
as
udah
much as
pedang
possible.
yang itu.
And you'll understand why. RQ Hoshi gonna have to really commend their defense.
Kalian
Even
udah
Bren
jual
was
sepatu,
4v5,
Cok. Paling
they
mau
were
beli
able to
IMO
keep
kayaknya.
Skylar
Oh,
safe.
enggak,
That's
beli
always gonna be the case.
GDS.
And like I said, the Lilia is the bridge for them to get into the late game. You can set up your bombs.
Weh. Okta mati.
Oh my
Yeah,
Mati
Octa
Okta.
very low, trying to get away. Use the
Oh,
light
enggak, Cok.
fuse.
Oh,
Ogwen on the
nice.
chase, but a
Aduh,
massive
ada
damage
ulti.
output.
Aduh.
Everyone going down. Super Marco will find Brusco.
Aduh,
View
rata dong.
takes down Octa. Two members down for the side of RQ
Aduh,
Hoshi.
mati,
Make that a
Cok.
third as Super Marco gets another. Is gonna go ahead and shut down Irad.
Gila ya,
Skylar
gerak
and
limanya tuh si APBR
The
ini
side
langsung
laner
bagus
super
banget
dealing
anjir.
So much damage in Gameoffuture's 2024
Aduh,
by
Mas, aduh.
themselves. AP
Aduh,
Bren
kalah, Cok.
Easy will shut down the million-dollar baby. Skylar
Gak apa-apa lah.
fall.
Masih ada game kedua guys, masih ada game kedua. Kita berharap sama game kedua ya.
Looks like he won't be able to contest. They're just gonna let him get out of there. He's not gonna be able to recall back.
Kita berharap sama game kedua.
Still will get
Oke.
the kill in a full wipeout against RRQ Hoshi, AP Bren.
Udah guys, kita langsung masuk ke game yang kedua aja ya.
That is a clinic from AP Bren. This is how you win